Hey guys, my name is Haley, and today I'm actually going to be filming the Booktube Newbie Tag because I am relatively new to Booktube, and I figured this could help you possibly get to know me a little better. So let's get started. Come on, Cardigan, get it together. To look nice, we're on camera. Question number 1, why did you start this channel? I've been watching YouTube for probably close to regularly, probably close to 5 or 6 years. I've actually watched vloggers and beauty YouTubers and lifestyle YouTubers and all kinds of different ones for a long time, but I stumbled across Booktube somehow about 2 or 3 years ago and instantly became obsessed and searched everything. I didn't even know that was a thing. So ever since I stumbled across it, I've really wanted to get involved in the community, and now I finally have. Question number 2 is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I feel like this is a really hard question to answer because I feel like it's obvious that everybody can bring something new to Booktube because everybody has different opinions and different personalities, and nobody's personality is exactly the same. I would definitely just say my own personal opinions on books and such that are my favorite, and some that I just did not like. If you see me keep glancing over here, it's because I have a piece of paper that you can probably see in the frame that has a bunch of the questions written down. Question number 3, what are you most excited for about this channel? I'm most excited about just finally getting involved in the community. I've been commenting on videos since I found Booktube, or really the entire time I've been obsessed with YouTube in general. I'm the person that you've probably seen in other people's comment sections just asking questions or complimenting something from the video, or if it's a book that I've read, of me raving about how good it is if it's on a TBR or something. So I'm just really excited for people to be able to see me and get to know me through this medium of actually having my own channel and such. So I'm really excited to make friends. That sounded so cheesy. Question number 4, why do you love reading? I don't know. I genuinely love the feeling of just being so completely immersed in a world, especially, that's why I love fantasy so much, is just being immersed in the world and just becoming so emotionally invested in characters in general, whether it's TV or books or whatever. I love the concept of that a writer could affect you just from you reading words on a page, can affect you emotionally by how invested you are in the characters, and I just think it's such an awesome concept. Question number 5 is, what book series got you into reading? I have a weird, complicated answer for this. Harry Potter being the obvious one because that's everybody's answer, because it's just true. I feel like Harry Potter is just that fandom that, especially on Tumblr, I remember it being a big thing. Harry Potter's just that fandom that you just assume everybody has read or seen the movies or both, or is just obsessed with it. You don't even have to ask, it's just assumed from the get-go that you've read Harry Potter and that you love it. And it's so funny to me that that can be assumed of such a large group of people, or can be assumed of most people in general. What am I saying? I don't know. So I actually first found Harry Potter back in 2005 when Prisoner of Azkaban was about to come out. I remember seeing the previews. I'd seen the first 2 movies and been obsessed with them when I was younger. And I got Prisoner of Azkaban for my birthday, maybe? I don't know, I got it for some reason. And read Prisoner of Azkaban and immediately went and saw the movie. And then I had a weird experience with Harry Potter, which I'll probably talk about in another video. But for a while, all I did was reread the Harry Potter books for probably a couple of years. And then when Twilight came out, I was obsessed with that, and then I would just reread Harry Potter over again, randomly reading Twilight at some point. I think I've read Twilight 4 or 5 times. nothing compared to the literal like 15 times I've read the majority of the Harry Potter books. I found the Hunger Games a couple years after that when those came out before they were movies and read those. And then I've always read, but those were like big ones that I was just straight up obsessed with for like years at a time. What actually got me back into reading at the pace that I do now was the Divergent trilogy by Veronica Roth. And that was about 2 years ago, I believe. Question number 6 is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? I have a lot of favorite booktubers, but the one that immediately comes to mind, probably because I just watched one of her videos and also I just love her videos, is Dana from The Book Hoarder. I would probably ask what just keeps her so happy and motivated and positive, like she is in her vlogs and her readathon vlogs. She's always just on point and is always doing something, and I always feel super productive after watching her videos, which is probably a reason that I love watching them so much. Question number 7, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? The technical aspects like editing, which I am starting to learn how to do like jump cuts, but that's literally the only thing I know how to do. Like I can't insert pictures, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to add text. I'm just really not technically coordinated. Does that make sense? Is that the right word? Question number 8, when did you first start reading? I've been reading for as long as I can remember. Like I've always been the person that read, maybe not super regularly like I do now, but I've always consistently read books. Like in middle school, I was the person that had like the stack of her school books that are probably about this tall, and then I had like a stack of 5 more paperbacks about this tall on top of those, and I would carry it around like this. And I literally read the entire library at my small little middle school, and like me and the old man librarian were best friends. I was that kid. Question number 9, where do you read? Again, with the generic answer, literally anywhere, everywhere. If I have a book with me, I will read it. Question number 10, what kind of books do you read? I will read anything, like pretty much anything that sounds interesting to me. I'm not super picky, but the things I tend to be the most interested in are fantasy, like young adult fantasy, high fantasy, low fantasy, whatever. Anything that has a whole new world and there's a lot of world building. I just love the idea of being immersed in that world and like learning about the characters and learning about the magic system and things like that. Though I do read contemporaries, I'm not as affected by them, I feel like. I think it's because I tend to prefer series so I can get to know the characters more as the series progresses, and that's probably why I don't like contemporaries as much, because they're usually standalones and I learn about the character, I become slightly attached, and then the book ends, and then I'm like, yes, but what happened after? Like, where did that relationship go? What do I need to know that I don't know because you ended the book and there's no second one for me to pick up? I don't enjoy that very much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.